choosing a lender from a realtor's perspective. There's a lot of good information on this. Hi everybody, Kyle, Sarah with Hughes Realty. What lender to choose? Very good question. And it really boils down to several different things. Service is probably one of the most vital, important things with choosing a lender. Now, you get both. There's some with such good service, communication is excellent, and then you have a lot that are horrible. You can't get a hold of them. They don't know what's going on with the file, and that turns into a nightmare.
Another important thing to look for when choosing a lender is availability. Is your lender local? Are they out of state? Are they nearby? Are they accessible? Look for someone who is, even if they're not local, look for someone who's gonna be able to pick up that phone when you call and need them. Look for someone who's gonna be giving you your pre-approval on the weekend, 7 o'clock on a Saturday night. You want someone who's gonna be accessible for you.
The other thing to keep in mind too when choosing a lender is your interest rate. Who's gonna provide the best deal? There's a big delta in interest rates from one lender to another. So a really good tip is to get a quote from one lender and try to leverage that to another lender and say, hey, I got this quote, can you beat this? There's a fine line in that, but if you do that, you're gonna really cut down and give yourself a better interest rate and ultimately lower your payment, which can help dramatically.
That's such a good point. And another thing to consider is using a lender that your realtor has worked with in the past. Now, this by no means is a requirement. You can certainly use whoever you would like, but we found that if it's someone that we've worked with or a company that we have done business with before, the transaction oftentimes goes a lot smoother because we've already built that relationship. If we submit an offer for you, we train our lenders to go ahead and call that listing agent and just sell how qualified you are, that you're a 5-star applicant, that you are good to purchase the home. So we do things like this, and we've developed a system that really helps to move things along smoothly.
I had a client that literally, they went with a different lender. They literally had 18 calls out to the loan officer, the processor, the whole lending team, and they did not get a call back. And it sounds so crazy, but it's not in the lending world. There's a lot of marketing, a lot of money in that too. And if you go to the wrong one, you're not gonna be treated very well. And 18 calls, they did not receive a call back. We connected them with our lender, and then after that, they're like, it's literally a black and white 180-degree difference in that service.
I know lending can be so confusing and there's so many questions that pop up, but that's what we're here for. So the lending side isn't our specialty, but guiding you to someone who can help you is our specialty. So we're here for you every step of the way, starting with getting your pre-approval letter locked in from that lender.
And I know I talked about this already, but I'm gonna stress it again. Service. Service is the most important part of any deal for lending. I've seen horror stories, and I learned very quickly who to surround yourself with and who to trust with that transaction. You don't want to be a day from closing and the deal blows up. Do yourself a favor and get with the right team to help avoid those pitfalls and ultimately make the transaction smooth for you.